significant of a day is this in Utah athletic history?
It's very significant, historical. It's a game changer for our program, our football program, of course, but the entire athletic department. You know, I said from the very beginning that allowing 4,500 plus more to join this incredible party that we already have at Rice Eccles would bring them in to help us win and get it louder, but also new revenue that we can now route to the entire department as we continue to work on the dreams and aspirations of our student athletes to chase championships and graduate. So we're really, really excited. Great day.
When you woke up this morning and realized that you're going to be doing this, and then you come in here and see it all completed and all that, did it feel real, especially knowing what you had to go through to get to this point?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a very surreal moment to see everybody sitting out there. These are incredible supporters of ours, and we frankly haven't seen them in a while. So it was historic in that way. And then as I look out and I saw the faces and think of all the contributions that they've made, see Coach McBride here, and of course Coach Whittingham was able to make the ribbon, and just think about all the things that led us to today. You don't do this without an incredibly successful program on the shoulders of so many. I saw Scott Mitchell here today, thinking of all he did. So this is a culmination of so many different people's efforts, and again, we're just so excited to have more people in here. I also imagine where I was speaking, how in the world is an opposing team going to get the snap off? That the sound now will be trapped, as we all saw in the concert recently. So very, very excited.
Is this more significant for the football program or for the alumni and the fans?
It's everybody, and that's what makes it such a great program. It's an inclusive project that's going to be great for everybody. Last night I had the great fortune of walking in with our football team to see their locker room, and it was quite a moment. Have the young men come in and hug me and hug each other, and just see that kind of investment we've all made for them in this program. So again, for them, for our fans, for everybody.
Can we talk about a little bit that this is such historic ground for Utahns? For it to continue to evolve in this way, how amazing is that to know that this is going to be here for generations to come?
Well, it's absolutely true. This isn't just a 3 week from now thing. This is a multiple year activity, and I'm sure that we'll start looking at what else we can do, right? You never end, you never stop, and investing in the program in the appropriate ways to be great. Listen, we are here to chase down championships in this conference and nationally, and we have to support this program, this department in all ways possible, and this is certainly an example of that.
How have ticket sales gone so far without even, barely completing it? How's it gone, at least for this area?
Well, and during a pandemic, to have our fan base step up and come into our great sales center with our incredible sales staff and look at what the possibilities of this could be. So we have a handful of tickets left. We talk a lot about the premium seating in this project, but we also added an additional 1,000 bench seats that we previously had. So again, different price points for everybody. Now the concourse is connected, so not only people that are in this facility in the red zone, but everybody is benefiting. New concessions, new restrooms. So it's not just for the people purchasing seats in here, it's for everybody.
What can you say about all the donors? 41 million coming from donors.
Incredible support. This place is amazing. We rise with the incredible support, generosity, and time that these incredible people have done for us, and certainly highlighting the Garff family and thinking back 2.5 years and sitting down with them and talking about what we wanted to do, and having them say, you know what, we're jumping in. That allowed this project, frankly, to be accelerated multiple years, quite candidly. And then everyone else started jumping in. And then this survey, would fans buy this? We knew we had 3,000 on our waiting list. Would they jump in? And boy, they did. And we still have a waiting list, right? So again, what a testament to people in this community and this community at large.
You brought up COVID, and it wreaked a lot of havoc on a lot of schools, but you were still able to complete this project, and not only complete it, but ahead of schedule. What does that say about the health of the athletic department?
Well, it's teamwork, right? So I really want to take a moment to thank Layton Construction for their enormous efforts to keep their people safe. And they worked right through it, and we're blessed that they did that. VCBO and Populous, their incredible thought in the design, every corner, whether it's where the folks will sit or certainly where the student athletes. I purposely told VCBO, let's go easy on the visiting locker room. Let's spend maybe 20 minutes on that, and let's spend a few other multiple months on the home locker room. I see Brent from VCBO standing back there. He knows with what I speak. But it's going to be really exciting. And to that point, our open house next weekend, everybody that comes down, we're going to get them through those behind the scenes area that they normally wouldn't be able to see. So little pitch to have everyone come down and take a look.
When you took this job a couple years ago, did you envision yourself being on this stage doing an event like this when you first took the job?
Well, sure, you envision this department doing great things as they had previous. I mean, look, I came in here and Chris Hill had built enormous facilities, incredible facilities. Look at the Spence Eccles football practice center. Look at the Huntsman basketball practice. Chris did all that. This one, actually, the feasibility was done. It was just a matter of me re-looking at it and testing it and pressure testing it and going to the Garff family and putting it out. We got the approval by the state. They were a big part of that. So again, teamwork. So it's not about me standing in front. It was just a bunch of people that were really involved with this, and that's what makes Utah great. We can do things like this because of the teamwork.
What's it done for recruiting?
Oh, it's going to be great for recruiting, and what's really fun, the Layton Field Club, which is really unique in college athletics, you guys will see it, can fit 900 plus people in there, and it leads right into the field. That's great for a game day, but that's rentable space for everybody. And then our other teams will have recruiting activity in there, plus the other square footage that's there. So great benefit for our football program, certainly designed for recruiting a lot in their space, but also for everybody.
How long will it take to pay it off?
Well, we have about an $80 million bond, and we're already beginning that process. But because we went beyond our goal in fundraising, we're confident we're actually going to pay it off early. And of course, the earlier you pay that off, rerouting of those funds now goes back to the department. So we're angling to get that done between 7 and 10 years. But because of everybody stepping forward, no one not stopping one payment during the pandemic. Think about that. We're right on schedule.
We mentioned doing it during the pandemic. Now that it's finished, can you give us some insight onto maybe some moments that a little nervous or it was a little iffy, as you guys did have somewhat of a tight timeline?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're worried about during the pandemic everyone being safe, but Layton Construction had incredible paths to keep their people safe, and it was good to have those people working. It was good for us and certainly good for them, and I think that was terrific. You have moments during construction. We certainly had the flood of 9 days ago that unfortunately encroached into our bottom level of the red zone. But again, Layton was on site, VCBO's team and everybody, and we were able to get through that and save everything. But really, to be honest with you, unlike other projects, we really haven't had too many of those moments. We have 3 weeks left, right, Brent? Got a little work to do, a few nails to put in and a few spit shine things to do, but we'll be ready to go in 3 weeks from tonight.
Can I ask about the Olympics? Obviously, just finishing, it's kind of on a lot of people's minds. We mentioned that potentially bringing another Olympics back to here is in the future. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, University of Utah is a great partner in that movement. We've proved that before by use of this field. I think we're one of only 2 college stadiums in the country that have the incredible cauldron right behind us. That will also be an incredible feature now. I can imagine if I'm in the decision making of that room, and you look at now we're over 50,000 with all this new rental space, it's even more attractive than it was before. So we're excited to show that group as the process goes on to the decision makers.
What kind of events you can have on non-game days? You kind of referenced
Well, we're going to have an incredible club up top that'll be 6 days a week. We've brought in a great company called Club Core that is going to be actually turning that into a club restaurant where people can come in and have dinner and lunch, and that's community and faculty. It's really designed, frankly, for incredible faculty members to use that. So again, that's part of this whole thing, not just for one purpose, for multiple purposes, rentable space. As we see now in the West Tower, we have high school graduations and weddings. Well, now we have a lot more of that as you guys tour. You'll see all the space. I can imagine, again, the Layton Family Field Club being quite a highlight when you can maybe creep out onto this brand new field too that we've installed as part of this process.
Where do you think Right Cycles ranks among the other 11 Pac-12 stadiums here?
Number 1. Number 1.
Mark, you mentioned earlier that you guys have a handful of seats left. Does that mean 3 weeks from now you'll be sold out?
Yeah, we are anticipating to be fully sold out. Remember, we're talking season tickets. We haven't even got to single game tickets, right? And so we anticipating being sold out as always. That was a key part of all of this. And we've had an incredible outbound ticket crew working with fans all across the community and frankly outside the state too that buy tickets. So